What is up, humans and mutants alike? I am Kyle. We are slowly ramping up to the finale of X-Men 97. This has been a great ride. It's just a shame Disney lost the trust of many fans to where many won't even pick up this show. Can you blame them? When one is doused with an unhealthy dose of mediocrity, things were bound to go awry eventually. Sure, the show is doing good enough for a second season, but it isn't doing Shogun numbers. And this is a Marvel property, a company where they spend $250 million on forgettable content. You can't convince me that this isn't a money laundering scheme at this point. Let's stop wasting time thinking about Disney's money, and let's break down episode 9 of X-Men 97. Aw, Xavier misses his bird person. I don't know why, but this shot looks like it was made with Flash animation. Now I just miss Flash. The world could have been a better place if Flash was still around. All is about to be destroyed, but now is a good time to work out your daddy issues, Cyclops. Sure.
No matter what, I'll always end up here.
Look at codependent Scott. Although I am hoping this leads into his own X-Men faction, which leads into Avengers vs. X-Men. Scott totally left the professor hanging. In the 90s, that is considered the rudest thing imaginable. That is a low 5, though. Those are always sketchy. You never want to be the one that is too slow. I believe the comics once described Nightcrawler's bamfs as smelling like sulfur. Sulfur has the smell of rotten eggs. Kurt is just dropping egg farts everywhere. After this moment of happiness Jean has when seeing Storm, and this moment in the comics when she was resurrected during the Krakoan era, it is clear these two have
Jean.
Storm and the gang head back to the mansion. Beast gets a science boner over Forge's leg. He takes a look at those sick quads. Why is Rogue looking so sketch during this briefing? Even while Sunspot is talking shit to the professor in his X-Men onesie, she is still looking sketch. Forge and Beast want to take care of Bastion using the David Carradine approach, but Storm isn't having any of it.
Knew our lives are about what bits of us we leave behind.
Then Remy left behind a lot of gambling debt. Magneto does Magneto's version of keying their ex-lover's car. Charles is trying to be an Indian giver. There are no take-backsies. Is Indian giver still used in 2024? Am I racist? It is still technically the 90s, so I have a few years before I get me too'd for using the word Indian giver. Leech is getting a lot of play in this season. He's like the Tiny Tim of mutants.
Do not turn your back on family.
Bitch, what? Are you being serious right now? Where were you, Storm, during Genosha? Huh?
You were gone, gal.
Seeing Asteroid M just casually slide off the screen while Charles is sad as gold. Look at all the expensive equipment for the X-Men to destroy. Wait, is that the 90s Toy Biz mutant cycle?
She's
not my mother.
She's not my mommy!
What'd you expect? Black leather?
I know everyone likes his jab at the original X-Men movie, but Bryan Singer touches little boys. He is already owning himself. Good news, Kelly. You are going to be in the new season of X-Men, and you are even going to be the president. Bad news. You'll only show up in holograms and astral projections. One thing I was nervous about with this new X-Men reboot is that it was going to dwell and indulge in the 90s. I'm glad they are just using it as a starting point to keep moving forward. Getting the X-Men out of their Jim Lee costumes is quite a bold move. Black still looks terrible on Jubilee. Yeah, everyone loves Claremont Avenue. Nobody understands why a white guy is named after a street in Brazil, but people party hard on Claremont Avenue. Why did they make Morph look like a dangly, smooth-shaven ball sack in this shot? It didn't work in Dune either. The Harkonnens just look like balls. Jean doesn't have superhuman strength. That had to hurt. What smells like rotten eggs? I like that everyone begins fighting and Xavier just rolls on in with his wheelchair. Aw, look at this no-stakes battle between these two.
Shut up.
The professor doesn't shut up and continues talking to Scott in his mind. Magneto was right. Bastion tells Morph that his Sinister cosplay is shit. Well, there goes another billion-dollar plane. Cable actually uses his psychic powers. I guess they are only using his psychic powers to ward off the techno-organic virus when it's convenient to the plot. Oh hey look, Wolverine actually got to stab an actual human with blood. Don't worry, all you have to do is become a horseman of death for Apocalypse and everything will be okay. Thanks for watching. If you like this, we have a lot of content coming out of WonderCon real soon, so be on the lookout for that. But that will do it for now, mutants and humans. Remember, the robots will kill you, so live your life.